Okay, so basically what happened was, um, is that, I don't know why it does that. That's very irritating that I can't just let it go down to the bottom without, stop! No, 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 we're good, we fucking hell. Okay, basically what happened was, okay. I have got your picks, don't worry, we're all good. Just a little bit. Okay, we're just gonna calm down. I have a separate channel where I do like gaming live streams, and I forgot to send through. It's okay. I copied the list from before. I copied the list from before. It's all good. I'm just gonna make sure. Is Jacob in there? Anywhere? No. But who have we got in the list? Yeah, I have another channel where I streamed. I forgot to switch the streaming key over, so it's all fixed now. Okay? So don't worry, it's not a massive mystery. It's all good. We got it sorted. So who have we got? Fantasy, Kisei, Halsey. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. So yeah, that's Paul. Paul is first. So that's cool. Paul is first. Where did he go? Where did I have Paul? So Paul's there, so he's gone. And then Lanny Andreas. So he goes at the top. Yeah. You didn't see mine. It's okay, buddy. I know where yours is. It's fine. It's all good. Yours is here. You just gotta, it's just down the bottom of the list. So it's all good. We're getting there slowly. And then we'll get into it. Oh man, I did so much preparation for this live stream, man. Fucking god damn it. Okay. So we got the blue dinner box. So just a heads up, because we're doing a few Japanese acts today, there's a chance that it might get blocked. So sometimes with these Japanese acts, they yep, Jimmy, yours is there. Definitely, yep, yours is there. I'll make it bigger for you so that you can see it. Should be good. And I think we also had Luke at Fan as well, who is there. Okay, so now that you can see me, no, it's an SP page. SP patrons live stream today. Patrons get priority. Yep. So it's SP patrons fan request live stream today. So if you are an SP patrons, you do get your priority pick today. But of course we will have time for lots of other songs as well. We're gonna get right into it. So yeah, we got Paul7931 with their first track here with Madison's Fic. It's okay. I put a note up, I think, on the on the Patreon about it being a fan request live stream today for patrons, but it's okay. That would have been a part of the longer post I put probably. Yeah, you are, Paul, because you're the first SP patron to get their song through. So we're just gonna get into it. Thank you for letting me know, by the way, that I wasn't visible. I appreciate that. I'm glad we sorted that out early on. I'm hoping the audio is good levels again. And Eason Chan as well from SIO New Tony. I got to actually copy these two as well. Thank you to everyone. I think that's everyone's picks. Well, you absolutely, Paul. You can go for it, man. You just do your thing, man. It's cool. And just before you get started into it, if you want to become an SP patron, patreon.com/SpiderhandsPNZ. Yeah. So you can check out that. You can become an SP patron and see what one you like there, and you can choose it there. But live, let's go. Okay, Corey Wong. 2 hours. Okay, let's focus. Oh, it's funky as hell, dude. It is nice to hear a little bit more of Corey Wong's stuff with Volf, Pick, and Volf. Incredible sort of synergy between the different musicians in this band, for sure. Again, loving coming into that organ part here, you know, alongside the beauty of those 16-note grooves on the drums. Oh, and that's really sassy bass line as well, dude. It's phenomenal technique on behalf of all the musicians here. The quality of this audio recording as well is phenomenal. You can hear all the little intricacies and little taps on the various alternative parts of percussion as well, on top of those sort of bar chords on the guitar. It's sensational, dude. Thank you, Ellen. I appreciate it. Damn, because we have reviewed stuff from this event, haven't we? We have reviewed stuff from this event. Just crowd control, you know? Thank you, Jacob. I appreciate it as well. Thank you, Paul. Thank you to everyone. I appreciate you confirming. Again, a slower build there with those extra mid-range elements. The offbeat groove on the open hi-hats. It's sassy as hell, man. I dig it. Oh, can you hear that going on with those guitars on the left side? Fantastic panning of those instruments here. It's great to be able to hear the individual elements. A really sassy organ line to boot it off. It's good to know. The crowd's going wild for a man as well. String section? Extra strings? Oh, damn, man. Honestly, there's a lot of different ways to build tension in music, and having just more of a focus on one instrument separating from the rest and allowing things to die down a little bit is just one way of those things to do it. The sparkle of those keys on top, and sensational musicianship for sure. Excellent. Nailed it. 10 out of 10. Fantastic work. That was a really great way to start the live stream. Thank you to Paul7931 for that. Just going to make sure we added that to the playlist. The bassist is Joe Dart, the guitarist is Corey Wong, and the drummer is Theo Katzman. Wow, they're sensational musicians, and I have to admit, I've heard a little bit of Corey Wong, but not enough for me to really ascertain who he is as a musician. So I'm thankful to you, Paul, for your wonderful choice today. But that was Paul's choice for today. Thank you for that. That vibe there to start things off. We have got the next track here, You by Andreas L. And for the classic live, for all of the songs, all the songs' performances in this live have surpassed the audio versions. I think that's the power of a really good live performance, is being able to sort of like have that live sound be better. You know that's a tight band when that humanity comes through naturally and organically into your eardrums. That sort of fluency there, that flexibility, that fluidity is much appreciated. Let's go, Andres. You. Let's do it. But thank you for Paul for that. We're going to Andreas now. Bit sleepy. It's a sleepy one. After that last track we had where things were funky as heck, what are we doing today, people? We're reviewing music, that's what we're doing. I love the clarity of those guitars alongside the vocals and the little bits of Foley and the wah for the atmosphere. It's absolutely charming. I don't think we've listened to ECU before in these live streams, have we? Nice change there at the end. Oh, beautiful head voice. Could be RC. Could be another Yellow Sleep edition. We'll see what Alan has in store for us next. Again, the piano is so dreamlike and it works really well alongside the style of vocals she's doing. And the strings as well are so subtle yet so effective. Andreas, what is this song about? Can someone help me? I would like to know. What is the song called in Deep L? Remembering Hate. That's a strong title. I love the fact that she lifts up to a chord that's maybe outside of the key sig at this point. For a little bit of tension before she simmers back down there, just to keep things interesting. Bearing grudges. Thank you, Andres. I appreciate that. It's good to know. See, she sounds like she'd be a very, very understanding person, you know. Oh, the guitar line where that note goes up and is divine. It's like birds flying over an ocean, you know? It's easy to imagine. Really vivid. Very vivid imagery there. Fantastic dynamic range of the performance as well. How did I run out of water? Where did the water go? Oh, bugger. I've run out of water already. I'll get some other halfway point. Good to know. But yeah, absolutely stunning performance. great first impression to her work. I would like to hear more of UCU, so if anyone else would like to put some more forward, I'd be open to that. But thank you to Andreas for that wonderful track there. A Disney vibe, Lucas fan. A Disney vibe. Yeah, I can hear the Disney fan to this. I can hear the Disney vibe to this. Jimmy Sun says UCU is one of the representative figures to singing soft voice in Chinese mainland. Cool. Well, it's good to hear more of that. I like it. And RC says another Yell or Sleep edition. It has been a while since we've had one of those. It has been a while. And good morning. Good afternoon, Shinyida. Good afternoon. Happy New Year to you too. Hopefully, happy. Is it mooncake time? I'd like to get some mooncakes at some point. Oh, okay. Thank you, Ellen. But more importantly, well, equally importantly, thank you to Andreas for your pick for this SP fan requests. Remember, if you've got tracks you'd like to submit, feel free to come along to these bi-weekly fan request live streams, and we'll have lots of fun with it. It'll be good. But we have got Alan Sun next with this track by Mind Band. The second track. Okay. Second track of the album. Okay. Moon. Oh, okay. Thank you. I want to try a mooncake. But dumplings are good too. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I remember now. Thanks, everyone. We're going to listen to this next track from Alan Sun as part of their custom monthly music review, though. From Moonband. It's really charming with the glorious chemistry of the guitars, bass, and drums here. And there's like a really chirpy sort of higher lead element there that's really pleasant to listen to as well. I love the fact that explores like that. I adore it to pieces. Oh, it's so lovely. The smoothness of this voice is There's very few vocalists that I can think of off the top of my head which would match this tone, you know? Oh, a lady coming in as well. I love the fact that we're letting things sort of like come out a little bit and just have a bit more sort of like clarity and it's more precise. Dude, I adore those synths and I want to understand how they got those sounds because they are wonderful. Those are wonderful sort of video gamey synth sounds. I love it to pieces. I love pleasant listens, for sure. Those fizzy, sort of grungish, you know, rhythm sounds there. Sup. Hello. And we've just got things kind of chiming out a little bit. We had the build there, now we've got some filtered sort of pseudo-electronic bits. What don't we have within a song like this? What don't we have within a song like this from Moonband? I love those rim shots as well in their drum kit there. They're so nice and chiming. They work really well with some of those more sort of staccato parts we had earlier. There's such range stylistically within this track. They've got a lot on offer. This is a phenomenal introduction to what they're all about. They are Mario sounds, Alan Sun, actually. They are Mario sounds. It's so dreamlike and wispy, almost nostalgic for something I can't understand. I love how those lady vocals are such a nice foil to what the guy is doing in the center field. They occupy a similar frequency spectrum, but or a similar sort of like way of voicing themselves. Yep, charming. Fantastic. It's great to hear more of Moonband. I've enjoyed my time with them so far. And Ellenson, I know that you've suggested a few songs in there, or at least one or two, couple of songs. Oh my goodness, it's just so thoroughly musically and compositionally complete. Wonderful. Wonderful track. Thank you very much, Ellenson. With this track, what is this track called? I'm going to go to Deep Owl. Convenience Store Girl. I think we've actually listened to this, if I'm not incorrect, Ellenson. It's pretty nice. Great song. Great song there. So yeah. We have switched Blue Dinner Box's song. We know where the band is from. Very good song. Great choice, Ellenson. Cheers for that, bud. That was another great track to add to the fan request. By the way, in case you're interested, we are still adding songs to the SP fan request playlist. I know there's still a few missing, but vast majority of them are there. There are a total of 454 songs on this playlist now. 454 songs. So, just so you know, if you're looking for a new artist, you may want to check that out. But phenomenal. Excellent. We've got Blue Dinner Box after Ellenson's fantastic choice with their updated track from Fuji Kaze, Kiri Kiri ga Naikara. Here we go. The playlist is great. It is. The playlist is fantastic. I am so glad that we have kept up with it, and I have been most often competent at keeping it updated. I'm not going to pretend it's perfect, but the main thing is that it's on the right direction. Yeah, I feel you, RC. So this is from Blue Dinner. There we go. Kirigana Ganaikara. Okay, I want to talk about those R&B-ish kind of jazzy fusion synths we have on top with the breathy vocals as well. It's smashing it, dude. Really interesting tones there. That freshness is astounding. The future. Some trap elements included in here. Wouldn't doubt it, Jimmy Sun. There's probably a lot more songs, I hope so. This is someone who clearly has like a thorough understanding of music theory and composition, alongside the fact that he probably has a million different toys to play with. I'm not sure how familiar you guys are with the colossal amount of possibilities and opportunities that young or any music producers have nowadays. Everything is available digitally now. You just have to have the creativity and the skill set to be able to make the most of it, and people like Fuji Kaze do. The rapping, this melodic rapping is fantastic on top as well, a little bit of vocal fry. Yeah, I want to review this album at some point. I know you guys will be getting that message a bit sooner than you read it, but like, I really like Fuji Kaze's work, and I think it'd be fantastic to hear more of his stuff in context, because I've only ever really heard it by itself. I also think it'd be easier to get around any potential copyright blocks if I do a review like this. But we'll just see. I'd like to get Sheena Ringo stuff done earlier, but we'll go see how it goes. Again, like these siren sounds and everything like that, and these different tones he has, kind of remind me of some of the acts I've heard from like the mid 2000s to the end 2010s, but he's just got all the best elements of them. Got a refrain there, following fundamentals of pop and sort of like R&B production and everything, because it's endless. Thank you, Blue Dinner Box. Again, it's wonderful. Like, I love how fushy these synths are, and the fact that we can still have a lack of vocals or like storytelling device and still have the instrumentation behind it be so thoroughly intricate. It's like we're diving into an ocean of music. And I like just even this part with a really kind of fobbish, kind of square sort of sequencer. Yeah, but absolutely charming. Sensational. Sensational work there. Yeah, Fuji Kaze, I think, deserves a lot of the hype that he's getting. He's clearly a really competent singer who can also play the piano phenomenally well. But he just has all this wonderful sort of like quote-unquote freshness to his sound at the moment, which is really working for him in the late 2010s, early 2020s. And it's just his style, man. It's wonderful. I'm getting some water. Just going to be right back, okay? I don't think there's any problem if I sort of take this down. Hey, Nushk. Yeah, good girl. Hey. Get some water. Good to get some water. Gotta stay hydrated, you know? Okay, there we go, in headphones. Headphones! Headphones. Headphones. There we go. Alright, we got water. We're back. That's actually not like a bad assumption, Alanson and Jimmyson, but I suppose there's also probably a lot of people that share the similar name. But yeah, thank you, Blue Dinner Box, for that wonderful choice with Keri Naganaikara. Excellent choice. I'm really glad that I've been encouraged to listen to more. Fuji Kaze, sensational musician. Sensational musician. And I'm glad that there are interesting songs on the channel. Remember if you want me to review a track for you, come along to the Rick Fan live streams or become an SP patron. Patreon.com Spiderhands PNZ. I'm only putting it there just because people ask. Like, they ask, how do I get a song reviewed or something like that? But yeah, this isn't obviously like for people. It's okay. You don't have to become a patron to get a song reviewed. It's just me sort of like covering my bases. But yeah, thank you, Shin Yida, for that pick there. I've added yours to the queue. Balukit Fan, Song for America. Thank you to Blue Dinner Box, your previous pick. Let's continue. Song for America. What have we got? Kaput, Destroyer, Song for America. I like the saxophone kind of spitting off against the guitar on the other side. I think it's a great combination of instruments there, and that quarter note groove on the drums is absolute classic.
I wrote a song for America, they told me it was clever. Jessica's gone on vacation on the dark side of town forever. Who knew? Who knew?
I love this, the tightness of the mix with the guitars, the bass, and the drums there. I think that the leveling's phenomenal. And the vocals being occasional adds to the atmosphere and mystery of it.
Song for America, they told me it was clever. Jessica's gone on vacation on the dark side of town forever. Who knew? Who knew?
It's a very nostalgic guitar tone for sure, that lead part. Yeah, I think you guys have got in the bag lots of different influences here, right? Thank you, so add that to the list.
I wrote a song for America, they told me it was clever.
Okay.
Jessica's gone on vacation on the dark side of town forever. Who knew? Who knew?
That's a really eerie sounding synth though. I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that. I guess I don't really understand the context of it.
Who knew? Who knew?
So we're gonna fill in the space with. 'Cause the drum bass focus is great, but what are we gonna replace it with?
Winter, spring, summer and fall, animals crawl towards death's embrace.
Animals crawl towards death's embrace. My gosh.
Punks kick a ball in a park on a Sunday, strung out in the rain.
I like how the vocals aren't in unison. I like the discordance there alongside the screaming brass.
Winter, spring, summer, fall. Punks kick a ball in a park on a Sunday, just wasted in the rain.
Interesting pounding of the sax on the side A. I will go between the step. We're going to be anyway. Okay. I like the counter melodies there, alongside the aloofness of the bass and drum groove there. It's like you can do whatever you want to on top of it. That line about the animals crawling slow towards death's embrace it's a bit for me though. It's quite a lot, you know what I mean? Don't know about you guys though. It's very atmospheric and very moody though. A little bit experimental and avant-garde. Sick. That's awesome. Luckily I switched the song. If not, given the lack of sleep recently, I might just fell asleep. The song is good, but too good for sleep. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sorry to hear that you've been lacking sleep, Blue Dinner Box. Hopefully you're able to catch up soon, man. Sleep debt ain't good for you, man. For the instrumentation of the song, the bass sound and the trumpet sound playing in the back made me feel more comfortable. That's great. That's great. I have to admit the trumpet was sounding kind of dope. I do like the use of instruments within this track. I just feel like I'm missing some nuance in this, but that didn't make it as if I could dislike it more or anything like that. What is the song? What is the song about? Is blue? What was the song about? I'd like to know what the song is about or what your interpretation is, just so I can get the kind of the full gaze of it. But dope tracks nonetheless. You know, I could appreciate the musicality of it and the instrumentalism involved in it. We got ourselves the next track though. Shin Yi Da with Glamorous Sky. Glamorous Sky. It's a song for America. I see. Glamorous Sky. Continuing. Same. I don't know what it's about. I tried, like I paid attention to it. I don't know. I don't think it's a particularly kind song to America, to be fair. But we have Glamorous Sky from Nana and Mika Nakashima. So let's continue with that. Oh, this is excellent. I like yeah, I could have picked that this was 2006. It had that kind of alt rockish punkish kind of vibe from that era. It isn't an anime. I know this anime and it kills me a little bit inside. It roughs me up a little bit that I can't figure out what it is. What is it in? It's sensational. Just I love the vocal style that she's doing there and how like kind of sweetly it kind of glides along all the guitar and bass parts and the drum parts and everything like that. It's such a great combination of elements within the song. It's very soothing in a weird way despite the texture of those guitars and the pick scrapes and everything like that. Very tightly mixed. I think the thing that makes the song really special is that it is her voice. I think that her voice is basically what's carrying it. It's a very unique tone that I haven't heard a lot of. Like I haven't heard this musician that sings like her before. She's just so effortless with going into that head voice. And that vibrato was so... There's like a sexiness to it. I think there's like a sexiness to her voice that kind of elevates it. A sensuality to it, you know. And least crass way of it, you know what I mean? I wanted to see what we do next though. That scratchy guitar tone as well. That scratchy guitar tone is wonderful. The octave chord solo, classic part of that era. Yep, absolutely no simmering down. Pop rock, yeah? I think it's also the lead guitars in the background that are kind of elevating it. They surround her in the stereo field, and it's kind of like things are dancing in the background. I think that if you have like a kind of a scene audio visually that would match the song, I think it'd be incredible. I mean, like, we've got a continuation of the theme there without adding too much more to it. I feel like we would have had room for, like, a really sick guitar solo or something add onto it. I'm glad they didn't stick a piano in there. I feel that would have been sort of detrimental to the experience. We didn't need it to be pretty. We didn't need to have this as a pretty song. Her voice was gorgeous enough, but... yeah, that was phenomenal. That's a really, really slick tune there. I understand why it's got so much attention. Maybe you didn't know that Mika Nakajima had an illness and he couldn't hear or sang with his... Oh, he sang with his feet to count the beats, but birth does not make him less creative about music. Absolutely. I think that there are musicians, such as Stevie Wonder, for instance, as well, who had obvious adversities but managed to overcome them and become incredible musicians. And I think that often that adversity can make you... well, it puts you in a position where you have to be even more creative, for example, because there's obvious difficulties. But when she lost her hearing, she also thought of committing suicide. Later, she created another inspiring song of I Also Wanted to Be Done With That. An incredible... I'm glad that their hearing recovered. That's so cool. Thank you for filling me in on that situation there. That was wonderful. No, that's a great song. Yeah, being deaf, yeah. 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 Yeah, I'd agree with that. Hearing would make things very difficult. I don't know how you'd imagine music otherwise, but I'm glad that the hearing recovered. Just before we continue, I just want to thank all the SP patrons for their choices for this SP Patrons fan request. It was great to hear your tunes, and if anyone's keen to get a custom monthly music review, you can go to the Patreon page, patreon.com/SpiderhandsPNZ. It's in the link in the description of this live stream for more information. But for now, you see, we continue beyond it. Thank you to everyone, including Shin Yida, for your wonderful picks. We have the Gaming Channel 100 with Kung Di Rin Lang Koa, December Avenue. Let us continue with this. A new song. What have we got ourselves into? Because I've never heard of December Avenue, but they've got like 178 million plays. They're a huge band. Okay, working in those pianos and there to add a bit of texture and depth in that mid range. Thank you, the Gaming Channel 100. Filipino, it's good to know. It's gorgeous music, eh? I love the voices on top of it. They work really well with the guitar, piano, keys, strings. Interesting tone to the drums. I'm not a massive fan of the high-end resonance on those kicks and snares, but it still sounds great and there's a nice reverb to it. Kind of helps to meld everything together. Tagalog. Cheers. I like the fact that they brought the energy levels down a little bit and switched to the higher end sort of like harmonics on the side or sort of broken chords to match the ladies' vocal range in the center. The bass is well balanced in the mix. I love the sub-layer octave guitar chords that are going on and sort of whispering around in the background. The genre is called OPM. Okay. Because it kind of reminds me of the acoustic rock that we had in the mid-2000s to early 2010s. There's a charming there's like triangles or little shimmers or glitters on top as well, which are gorgeous. Oh, and the strings as well, okay. There's some traditional pop elements in this that I kind of like. It's a very gorgeous little interlude section. Oh, original Philippine music, cool. Yep, great job. Again, like that kind of bump, 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 breaking up the flow and the groove of it to kind of like bring in something a little bit sort of extra to change the pace of it with the drums being consistent most of the time. That's something I've heard in other ballads and everything like that, but it works well here too. The fundamentals that are paid attention to. I'm very happy with this track though, really good choice. The mixing and mastering is pretty stellar as well. I mean, it's really pretty. I mean, I don't know what the track is about, and I'm not really sure what to take from it outside of what the music is telling me. The overall tonality is kind of bittersweet, but that could apply to a lot of different things. Still, like, it's a great introduction to more of the Filipino music. You know, like, I do like OPM. That's cool. I don't know if you guys know One Punch Man. When I saw the OPM acronym, I thought we were talking about One Punch Man. I knew that wasn't actually what we were discussing, but like it was just something that came to mind. One Punch Man is a great manga. I just wish they did better with the season 2, but thank you very much to the Gaming Channel 100 for that pick there. Kung Di Renlang Ikod by December Avenue. Great. We're going to continue after that lovely choice in the Gaming Channel with YouTube user 2006's let's put that into Deepo. So apparently this is Violet Star Spot Penicillin Band. So that's great. Let's go. Let's do it. YouTube user 2006. Okay, cool. What do we got here? It's nice and perky. Pumping the brakes, dude. There's no chill. Okay, got some tremolo work with a really sizzly of drum guitar on the left. There's a lot of indie rock that's come through today. I don't mind that at all. I think that's fantastic. I think it does tend to go in and out of fashion. It's kind of like surf rock a little bit, eh?
Shaking under the clouds, gently on my way. Here's the one who really pumping from the sky to let me stay.
It's nice to have this in English as well. Like, I think I'm getting some of the lyrics through, which is cool there. It's got that traditional kind of spoken word and then the bluesy instrumental response to it. You know, very, very common, but it's nonetheless effective. A lot of layback. Could you refresh your screen? Refresh my screen. Let me check on my end. I'm just gonna check on my end. There is a delay. Hang on. Yeah. I mean, it looks fine on my end, dude. Hang on. YouTube tends to have some display lag because it's doing auto caps. Probably type stuff ahead of where you're at. I don't know what else to do about it. Like, it's looking fine on my end. Looks fine on my end. Oh, what? Why? What happened? What the hell happened? Fuck happened? Don't know what the hell happened there. My internet just crashed. Hopefully you guys are fine. Just realized something important. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Now it's okay, I think. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's add that too. Thank you, Roth Christina. What are we up to? We're up to here, right?
Hey, don't you see the ghost falling like the rain? The song just break up all the silence into my ear. All I know is now the day is gone. Just saw the break.
He has a Kurt Cobainish kind of aesthetic to his voice. Nice instrumental part though. I dig that. Great voicing of that, you know? I like the fact that as the lead guitarist isn't trying to take themselves so seriously. They're trying to play in a way that's bluesy and kind of authentic to the style, whilst also not trying to overcompensate. Trying to go after the vocals, you know? Great chemistry between the band members. Okay, we're just finishing like that. That's great. That's a good use of time. You know, honestly, like we came in now with those vocals. We had that sort of Kurt Cobainish Nirvana aesthetic with the vocalist there. We had those kind of rough and raunchy kind of guitar bass drum combos there. We went in out. Sensational. Violet Star Spot by the Penicillin Band. Let me just like check that it's okay and there's nothing weird going on. Just for peace of mind. It's fine on my end, dude. There. We had those kind of rough and raunchy kind of guitar bass drum combos. Went in out. And how does it sound audio-wise? Yeah, no, it's fine. Actually, that's beautiful. You're gonna speed up the mood here. But thank you to user 2006 for that wonderful track there. I had a great time with it. I'm not sure if that's still part of the chat, but cheers to you. Let's go WML with this track here from Lanny1185. Looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, what's this? What have you got here? WML. What's this? I love the music box sound, but I think it's about to get a bit heavier in it.
你们这样灿烂，我看看你算烂，你速度算慢，你们不能够患难，眼神涣散，有的散漫着混着泛滥，你是战斗中的战犯。当我跌倒了，我不会失落，我把敌人的脸全部都给撕破。很多敌人不知错的告诉我说，那么多的怎么告诉他们，人的肉我吃过。我说那些 rapper 的嘴都坏，看着那些靓女他们美都坏，当我进歌发现连鬼都在。
That guy spits like a pro, man. That flow is exceptional. I hate to interrupt. I love the piano motif behind it, and the music boxing on the side.
你在装神秘呀，你没有实力呀，继续装神秘，你还是不会有人气呀，继续装神秘呀，你没有能力呀，你们就像女超人，但是没有实力呀。做过那些笔录，我体悟了抵触，后来起诉，警车的车窗起雾，这里嫉妒，送个礼物，百花几束，保证金义务，我是一枚艺术，听完我的歌的人都应该记住。
The words come through so clearly as well, and because his vocals are the focal point and he's so good at what he does, you don't need much more from the arrangement. Oh, so the song title is mysterious. Thank you. Is he like one of the fastest rappers in his genre over there, or like there are people that are faster than him? Are there other speed rappers in his area?
无法还你的身体们填满我的牢骚，你们准备放弃，你们抗议我的牢骚，怎么都要创意告诉你，我把你打发你也飘对着上帝，而我突然发现原来自己是老实的上帝，头毛红了之后理解没肯定会终结商业面对方面讲了那么多的后话，开始长期告诉你们我的一面就是为那么久力。你在装什么
Like, where does he find time to like breathe? Like, honestly, like I review hip hop and rap artists on the bi-daily, and
你没有实力呀，继续装神秘，你还
I like
是
the
不会有
changes
人
in
气呀
the，
继续
pen
装神秘呀，
rhythm-wise
你
here.
没有能力呀，你们就像女超人，但是没有实力呀。WML Hip Hop 这是我的
So traditional trap elements with the hip hop and rap.
我的 Mac 想破解我的 ID， 我饶舌的技术早就超越 rapper YG， 我速度快到。
Because that really colorful piano line on the right makes up for the lack of melodic sort of variety in his voice. Although he's still going with notes vocally as well, he's not monotonous. Definitely not.
快点技术已改进，把报告的饶舌全修复，不久后的饶舌你却透露，连我角度都我看到前头吐，用我当个把你们怎么虐都酷。
Although Jin's parts, you know, you just need that bass, the 808, the piano, and the vocals. That's it. Along with that sort of music box on top. Did he say the F word at the end? Because that's pretty dope if he did. Good job, man. Excellent. But that was cool, man. Mysterious. Great. Thank you, Lenny1185. I haven't actually heard of WML before, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity to hear them out today. It was great. Fantastic to have the opportunity to do so. Because with that track done, and with a new rapper in my roster, because I don't know about you guys, but I listen to this playlist when I'm driving places in the car, eh? I'm looking forward to adding these to the list. There's all sorts of tracks in there now. But we've got Jay now. Here. What is this, though? What have we got here from Jay? Thank you, Lenny, though. I appreciate that. What is this, though? Completely different vibe. Completely different vibe here. Who is this, what is this name of the song? Oh, so they were basically, you played his other song. The song is mainly about people who had suspected his talents in composition, so he's firing back. Oh, good for him. I mean, he can clearly rap, so I don't think he has anything to be insecure about, the guy we did before, but thank you. Jindi, I am not Andy Lau. That's how I translated it. I am not Andy Lau. So that's cool. Let's continue. Excellent, thank you for letting me know. Oh, what? Well, got that put in a groove, that kind of pop rocky kind of vibe with these. Hang on. Hang on, let me just check something really quickly, okay? No, we're good. No, we're good. Cool, we're fine. I don't know, man. Do you guys use TikTok? 'Cause I tried using it and I couldn't figure it out, man. I mean, I get it conceptually and like I literally understand how it works, but there's a bit more nuance to it, you know? I mean, like, compositionally, musically, it's fairly easy to follow. It's got a kind of like a nostalgic feel to it, despite the fact that it's got a lot of instruments that I'm sort of familiar with that are used nowadays. You know, you got those kind of trappish kind of drum elements with the main sort of kicks and snare grooves going on there. You've got like a really subtle guitar riff behind it. Yeah, alongside pianos. A little bit of metatune on the vocals, maybe. Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I'm not always a fan of the style of vocal modulation. There's a little bit of metatune or something like that on his vocals. That the way that he's singing, the vowel sounds or the transitions don't sound totally natural. But I think it's more like a kind of a stylistic thing, maybe. Nice little bit of filtering and distortion there to kind of add a bit of edginess to it.
我说哎呀哎呀，可不可以让我够开关最放松的角落？但放松的角落，许多许多糖果，还有童话故事，拜托竖起耳朵。现在一切全是意外。
He does better with his rapping than his clean vocals. I prefer his rapping. There's a smoother sort of flow to it.
丘比特怪我是个天才，因为你的老的无处不在，那就不能走兵，我心怀不爱，必须快呀！哎。
Yeah, no, his rapping is considerably peripheral to me. Cool though, cool song. We get that one main motif throughout that we sing along with. It would have been cool to maybe like a different bass line occasionally, but I know that this was more of like a sort of a concept song rather than like a musical journey. And that's fine. That's fine. So that was cool to hear more of them. That was Jindy and everything like that. It's using the 4 Heavenly Kings, Andy, Jackie, Aaron, Leon of Hong Kong. Ah, okay, good to know. It's nice to know we're bouncing off of that. Love the title. Logan Andy Lau is a super popular Hong Kong singer back in the 90s, a household name across China. Oh, thank you. Cool. So it's basically the new generation trying to separate themselves from the older generation. Nice. Good to know. Thank you very much. But Jay, that was a great choice. And, you know, after hearing that track, even though like I'm not super stoked on it, I can still appreciate the musicality and the intent. We've got Prince With You, a song by Prince called With You. Yeah, variety of like the chord progressions and bass lines and such between like the verse and bridge, for example. The vocal delivery is similar, but I have a feeling he's going to switch things up for the chorus. There's a great sense of tenderness from it, and the drums are so minimalist to make room for everything else and to keep things relative. How can he blow away my expectations more than it already has? And he sings like this. You know, they sing like this, and it's like, I don't even know how to fathom how they managed to get that purity there. Alongside those synth strings there, as well as the punchiness of those kicks and everything like that. Wait a minute. Elsie says Prince was only 21 and he did all the backing vocals, instruments, producing, arrangement and remixing himself in this album. He did everything at the age of 21. That is unparalleled, especially in the 70s to 80s. This man revolutionized the industry. My lord, the talent, insatiably humbling. It's incredibly humbling that someone could get that done in 1 to 2 months. Elsie, that's wild. Katanagi coming in with the absolute banger, With You by Prince. I think that's the first song from Prince that I've really liked. I've always respected his musicality, his musicianship, his proficiency, and his capability, but I've never really felt anything more than like, yeah, no, this guy's just incredible. But there was something about that that made me kind of feel a bit of warmth in my jaded old heart. So Katanagi, fantastic work stirring that up. Is it jazz? I don't know, like soul R&B-ish kind of stuff. There are probably some jazzy elements in there, to be fair, though. Yeah, it's very smooth. Very smooth, for sure. We've got Zay now with Whiskey in the Jar by Metallica to completely change the vibe. Hang on. I'm sorry, is this like the first Metallica song that we've had added to the list? Is it? I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. This is a cover. This isn't even like a Metallica original song. This is a cover of like another band's track. Off of... I like that James's voice was coming a bit more comfortable at this point. Great storytelling in this track, actually. They had that thud of that kick drum there as well, coming in. It's such powerful production there in these albums. You know, in the 90s, they really managed to... They really nailed the kick sound in the 90s. I think with their earlier stuff, it was just too quick to get away with it. I like the fact that the double-tracked rhythm guitars on the left and right side aren't perfect. I think that's really important. Music is often at its best when it's not flawless. Having the humanity of someone maybe being like a quarter second, like a tenth of a second off a note, or a 16th off of something, like, you know, that can add a little bit more sort of fun and vibrancy to a recording, as opposed to it being mechanical, you know? Yeah, well, I mean, it is heavy. It is very heavy. What I would like to do at some point is I would like to take you guys through like a Metallica album or some of my favorite Metallica tracks, because Metallica is like one of my favorite bands. And I think for people who haven't really listened to Metallica stuff, if you're interested in learning more about arrangement and composition, especially within this genre, if you think this is good, their 80s stuff is going to blow your mind, dude. It is going to blow your mind. Stuff off the Master Puppets albums, off of the Injustice for All albums, you know, Ride the Lightning. Those are going to blow your mind. So I would like to do that, because I think you may even find that some influences have maybe occurred with bands you listen to. You know, or vice versa. Maybe there's some bands you heard and Metallica are influenced by them, you know what I mean? But yeah, Metallica are a phenomenal band. And I understand why there's kids nowadays, and I don't mean it in a derogatory, disparaging way. There are people nowadays who are into metal, who haven't heard of Metallica. And they just haven't, because there's been a lot of metal bands since Metallica, you know what I mean? Like, there was a whole new rock movement in 2000s where there was like thousands of bands. But I love the fact they had those little repeaters on the vocals as well, just to have a little bit of fun with his voice, because in this song you can't really take yourself too seriously. It's not like Master of Puppets or one where there's really heavy topic subject matters, you know? I love the solo section as well. I like that it's on the left side of the stereo field because it allows James in the center to still sort of talk. It doesn't distract too much from what's going on with his vocals in the center. It lets you know that you're coming back into it. It's like a live take, garage incorporated, like they're playing in a band, you know, like they're playing in a garage. It's wonderful. Yeah, fantastic. See, there's all this like emptiness now where there's nothing in that mid-range on the other side of the field. And like then we come in with the harmonized guitar solos that are harmonizing in fourths, I think, you know? What I like about it as well is that his personality shines through here and he really commits to the story. Like you can actually imagine him in a prison cell here. It's so charismatic and enthralling, and this is part of why Metallica is literally one of the biggest metal bands in the world. Damn it, everything is flawless, and the parts that are not, like Lars's live drumming is not always great, and neither is Kirk Hammett's soloing. But even the imperfect parts, it's just part of their vibe, man. And the fact that they wrote it in the first place, they're the OGs, you know? Great performance. Yeah, honestly, like, you know, the album is called Garage Inc. and it sounds like they recorded that in their garage. It sounds like a live performance. And I think that after, you know, Load and Reload, this is what Metallica needed. They needed to get back in their roots because Load and Reload were kind of weird. They had the Black Album where they went from more sort of mainstreamish kind of rock metal tone there, especially with songs like Enter Sandman and Nothing Else Matters. And after this album, they kind of went off the rails a little bit. Like they did S&M, which was great, Symphony of Metal, but then, you know, they had Garage Inc. and they had a bit of a rough time. But this was probably the last great album that they had for a solid 10 years. And there was a lot on it, you know, which is great. But yeah, thank you very much to Zay for that choice. Wonderful effort there. Really cool. We're going to continue, though, after listening to that Metallica track with Fantasy. And what have we got here? What is this song? Hedgehog. We've listened to Hedgehog before. Haven't we? Have we? Did it play? Hey, there we go. I think we've listened to Hedgehog before though, haven't we? I just want to check something really carefully as well, just for peace of mind. I'm going to actually play back my stream in like... I think we've listened to Hedgehog before though, haven't we? Yeah, like 240 data saver. I don't really need it to be like super duper. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Yeah. Just so I can keep an eye on it so I know what you guys are seeing. I love the tone of those guitars alongside the bass and the drums, you know, really perky. You know what I'm noticing as well? With these haircuts, they're giving me a real sort of Oasis vibe, aren't they? It is kind of funky for sure, Jimmy. It's really kind of, it's like garage rock or indie rock, I think. Kind of fuzz rock, noise rock. Sup, Hanson Lee Ming Hoa, welcome. Gonna just send a little shout out here. Hello. Hello. So this is their biggest track. That's cool. Great clarity with the audio production there. Oh, this was released in 2009. So I'm surprised it didn't go full bore on the master chain to try and decimate with it. That's kind of refreshing, eh? Not a fan of that really fuzzy, kind of messy kind of guitar tone, but I know it's appropriate for the style of music they're doing. There's just a little bit too much mid-resonance in there for me. It kind of reminds me of Zombie, but a little bit less refrain. You know, by the Cranberries. But it's really simple, easy to follow chord progression. It's great, it's great. A few broken chord parts here and there. A little bit too much repetition in the theme there and the vocal lines there. As someone who is not as familiar with the language, I need more change with the music to be entertained, or the music needs to be like either something truly original or something that kind of blows my expectations away from a performance perspective. But that's cool. Oh, we're going to something different here. What? This is wild. That's fun. This is exactly what I was looking for probably about a minute ago from these guys. I think that this could potentially be a completely new song. Oh, I didn't like that. I think I heard something additional in regards to that, like a bug in my phone or something like that. Oh yeah, nice little use of a synthesizer on that right side though. Where are we going with it though? Arguably to me, this is the most interesting part of the song. Simply because the synth patterns aren't predictable and we keep adding parts on the right side. Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that overdriven guitar tone though. It's too honky for my tastes. Too honky for my tastes. We're speeding up now. We've got a little bit of sort of a free flow of it. I mean, that last part was fun. It's a shame because I feel like the most interesting part of the song, for me at least musically, was the last part. We had the synths coming with that quiet part at the 3:30 mark, and then we had the speeding up the instruments for that real big finish. I don't think I understand what they're trying to do here with this track 24 conceptually, which is a shame. I can appreciate the musicality of it. I can appreciate the performance there that they've done. It's absolutely fine. It's cool. It's cool. For us here with this track from Fantasy, thank you very much for your pick though for this month's fan request live stream, or this week's fan request live stream. Yeah, I just don't know. Maybe I've heard other tracks from Hedgehog and I really like them. I think this is maybe a track that's maybe better live than in studio recordings. I just need a bit more. I guess I'm kind of like a little bit greedy at my old age. But we've got the next track from Kisei, Ugly by the Gazette. Let's go. Vocals for the Gazette. is a really talented singer as well. So you've just got this wonderful sort of new metal vibe that they're kind of stuck onto after being with the J rock kind of groove for a little bit. And now they're just really happy in that low sort of drop B space. And some people, they listen to this track and they go, why is the guy growling like that? Growling is just to mirror the ferocity of whatever they're singing along to. I think that I can totally understand when some people feel that, like with songs all growling, it's difficult to understand the lyrics. That makes sense if you don't like that. But I think that if the guy's growling well enough that you can hear the lyrics and you just, I don't really see it as that much different than melodic sort of singing in a lot of situations. Each last track they released, it was in 2028. They released an album in 2021. No. Oh my, 170, 180. Dun. Yeah, about 160, 170, I think. I love my middle like this dude. Like, seriously, if people send through middles, like, you typically get a real good reaction out of me, because I love most genres of music apart from country. The really sort of cheesy, kind of generic, kind of gosh awful stuff that's just like a guy complaining about his wife whilst he's drinking beer. I can't stand that kind of want me to review, because this is a fan request live stream and I can always listen to what I want to listen to in my own time. So don't feel like you have to send me through stuff that I'll like. I'm just giving you a hint. If you want me to review a song you like, send me through whatever you like. If you want me to react to something, you're probably going to get a better reaction out of metal or something really abhorrent. If you like metal and you want a reaction, well, congratulations, you're in luck. It's just so filthy, dude. I don't think this would have worked as well without those clean vocals in the center, though. I mean, like, listen to the drum grooves as well, like how they bash around those 16th note plates there. The guitar is so filthy with those drop tune power chords. It's just writhing. It's ugly. It's ugly. The song is ugly. Literally, it gives you a hint about what you're getting yourself into when you open it up. I think that there is nothing more honest and wonderful than when people are good about that kind of stuff. But that was ugly by the Gazette. Thank you to Kisei for that pick there. We've got Jimmy Sun next with this one. The singer is Wang Feng, and I am afraid you'd find the wrong song, so I didn't give you... All right. So the singer is Wang Feng. So it's this one. Cool. But I think we've got it now. We're going to play this one to see if it's the right one. I would love to see the MV for it, for sure. The length of this song is 4:35, not the live one, because he always doesn't sing well live because vocal technique. Okay, so you want me to do that one? Okay, cool, I got you. We found it. Thank you, Jimmy Sun. Got it. I like how pure his voice is, alongside the vibrato or tremolo effect on the guitar. I think that's a really mysterious way to open a song. Okay, that's a really pleasant, uplifting chorus section with those sparkly guitar chords. I like the subtlety of those tom fills going into the next section as well. I think that's really well handled. Very dynamic range to this recording. You hear those little string plucks. Oh, okay, awesome development with those harmonies. Excellent choice.
像在辽阔天空，就像穿行在无边的旷野，拥有挣脱一切的力量。我想将怒放的生命，就像矗立在彩虹之巅，就像穿行在璀璨的星河，拥有超越平凡的力量。
Oh, sizzly, sassy little lead solo, dude. That baby, that's what we're talking about there. Oh, wonderful. Having this quiet part after an elongated sort of lead section is a really, really smart move because it allows the listener to come down from the euphoric high of having that lead part and just really sort of simmer with them and have that sort of main line of the hook be reiterated to them so they remember it on the way back. Great choice.
我要我的生命得到解放，我想将怒放的生
The double tracking those vocals there is absolutely exquisite. He's really doing these great well in unison with himself.
就像穿行在无边的旷野，拥有挣脱一切的力量。我想将怒放的生命，就像矗立在彩虹之巅，就像穿行。
I mean, like, I think for like a first impressions, the song is like really kind of upbeat and kind of classy, and it does sound like a very positive song. You know, I think it's meant to serve the story more than anything else, and I can appreciate and respect that.
我想将怒放的生命，就像飞翔在辽阔天空。
Yeah, great job with the repeaters on the last part of the chorus. This is how you develop an ending outro chorus. Nailed it.
我想将怒放的生命，就像矗立在彩虹之巅，就像穿
I like this one. I'm gonna give that a like. Have I added that to the playlist?
拥有超越平
I
凡
have.
的
Cool.
力量。
Oh, that was a fantastic outro. Just a really positive, so like gentle song to listen to with like, because I didn't need to really necessarily know what the song was about to be able to appreciate how pretty it was with those guitar parts, the bass line fully in sync with those drums there, and lots of variation with the synth parts and the interlude alongside that sort of bluesy kind of succulent guitar solo there in the midsection. Excellent. Well done, Jimmy Sun. Now, you've typed a lot. There's quite a lot up here. So I'm just going to read through it. Yeah. The song is a theme song of Beijing youth, and it carries a lot of childhood memories. Best pop rock after his transformation. That's cool. Ah, I can understand why it's famous for him. It's a great song. Oh, I'm glad that you listened to it in the car. I'm glad that it has nostalgic memories for you, my dude. The main content is to tell us from Luang Feng's perspective that I want to bloom my life like flying in the car, like walking through the boundless wilderness to have the power to break away from everything. It also indirectly explains that people should not be afraid when they encounter setbacks and should bloom themselves to achieve success. That's beautiful. I'm glad that the song has that effect. I think that's a wonderful thing. Absolutely, there are elements of blues and some psychedelic rock elements, like in the synths and like the midsection and stuff like that. I can see that. Yeah, it's tricky. I prefer listening to stuff on Spotify because it's just nice and clean, and also I have a Spotify subscription, And I know that if I get a subscription to a second service, people are going to be like, well, why don't you get a subscription to a third service? And et cetera, you know? Just having one on Spotify, even though that Spotify has its issues, it's still a good platform to be on. And also, I don't want to sort of answer in text as like a direct reply to this, but we will be looking at YouTube videos soon, so there's a chance we'll be able to watch videos of these people performing this stuff. So that should be good, okay? On the second album they wrote, it is very certain that Jim Morrison was reincarnated in Beijing, China after landing in 1971. He was named Wang Feng and founded the band Baojia Street number 43. Yeah, no, it's a good joke. It's a good joke, but definitely Wang Feng is incredibly talented. And thank you for your choice, Jimmy Sun. It's wonderful to add that to the list. We shall continue. How much time do we have? Okay, we probably have time for 2 more songs. We have time for 2 songs. Two more songs. Got Zhang Yuxing. Got Zhang Yuxing. What a way to finish, though. Oh no, hang on. Jeff Dift. No, the Zhang Yuxing is the last one. Oh my goodness. So we got Jeff Dift and then that one. Okay, let's go. Jeff Dift. Li Xian live. Let's go. So this is live. It's got 12,000 plays. Let us see what Li Xian does today. I'm glad to be finishing on Zhang Yuxing actually, because I do like his stuff. But we'll see what Li Xian is about. Absolutely. Big finish. Is that Jay Chou? Down the bottom, top left. Is that Jay Chou? I think it is, isn't it? Wait, Jay Chou made an appearance in this fan request livestream without anyone choosing a track from him. Damn it. It's interesting though, because we have a lot less Jay Chou than we used to. We used to always have Jay Chou stuff in these fan requests, and nowadays we don't have any. Which is, I don't mind either way, but... Wow. I think that the piano suits this vocal quality well. It's clearly professionally recorded. Different vocal style for this part. Oh, guitar solo though! Hang on, sorry guys, I don't mean to interrupt the guitar solo. My nanolith panels have chosen this time to decide not to work. I've got to reset them. We'll figure it out though. Come on, nanolith panels. There we go. Oh, it's excellent. I like the guitar solo though. I want the guitar to come back. The vocalist is a wonderful singer. It's like I expect it to be good. So it's more surprising to me and more interesting to me when there is a guitarist coming in with like a, oh, we have the drum kit with the piano. Oh, guitar solo now, you know what I mean? extra vocals are a nice touch on top as well. Great coloration, distinction in the mix. Now that's fun. Oh, baby, bring it to me. Key change? Oh, baby, the key change. Woo! That, is he? Is he gonna do a key change? Do it. Why am I getting chills? Dude, I was getting chills. Goosebumps. I think it's the combination of elements, you know? You can hear the crowd in the room mic. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful performance. I kind of prefer this to most of the other parts of the song. So vulnerable and so pretty. He deserves the crowd's applause. That was a phenomenal live performance. It was so polished and pristine. I think he works better without the additional elements aside from the guitar. There needs to be like a lead guitar. Sorry. Sorry, man. Can't do more tracks today. His weak singing is the most famous in China, or soft voice. Well, his soft voice is utterly sensational, and I'm really glad to have listened to it. I look forward to listening to this on the way when I, because I'm going after this. I'm going to go visit my my girlfriend, so that'll be good. It should be good though. He wrote many songs also. Yeah. He graduated from Tsinghua University and then turned to music. He is a Chinese music poet. Well, I'm glad that he's one of the smartest people in China, and I'm glad that he's here for us to appreciate his talents and his creative ambitions. It's wonderful. I like it when people smash it out of the park. This Zhang Yuxing song is a message to his sister who died at 15 from drowning. He's basically asking how she is nowadays in the afterlife. Oh, that's a sad one to finish on. LC. Oh, no. It's okay, though. This is the last song of the day, everybody. The big finish. Thank you for the context, though. I appreciate it. It's phenomenal, dude. The tones there are so pretty. It's just so beautiful. His voice is just so perfect for what the song's apparently about. And the piano line alongside the little music box. And the really subtle strings there for a bit of low-end resonance and depth. Has almost a spiritual feel with that reverb. Oh, the humanity within his performance. Oh, the woodwinds. Why, man? And the beltry. It's like a Disney film. I mean, these strings are just next level. Like the way that they just elevate it. Such clever development there. More emotional intensity there. And the clarinet, or like the oboe, is just so good. There's a rubato feel, or like a loose feel to the tempo or the playing of it rhythm-wise. And that wide vibrato as well is exceptional. Of course there's a choir, man. Why is there? Of course there is. Oh man, he just knew how to set the mood, didn't he? He was an absolute savant. Oh, guys. You're pulling at the heartstrings in this last one, dude. Oh, what a singer, man. There's some really simple musical ideas that he's putting forward here, like those bass lines and chord progressions, you know, like they're easy to follow. The drums aren't particularly sort of revolutionary. He's not pulling these massive guitar solos or anything like that, because he doesn't need to. He knows that wouldn't be appropriate. Oh. I listen to songs every day where I know that like there's been like a loss in the family or something. And I don't know why with him, there's just something different. And he just hits me in a certain way. I just think I know it's because he would have felt such pain from losing, from losing his sister. But he makes this one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard as a tribute to that, simply because he wants to let her, to talk to her up in heaven, to hear how they're going. And I don't know the lyrics. I can't understand the lyrics. So this isn't even as intense emotionally as it probably is for people. Like, my eyes are stinging right now from how intense that was. My eyes hurt because I've been crying. Oh, guys. Oh, that was, it's okay. I think this is just testament before we finish. Elsie, great choice. Thank you to Jeff Deft for the choice beforehand as well. It's just, this is why I'm so grateful for being able to do these fan request live streams. I don't know if you guys really understand how much I appreciate being able to hear these songs and listen to them with you. I don't think I would have had the same experience if I didn't know what it was about. So thank you for helping me understand it. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have come across Zhang Yuxing or any of these other wonderful musicians that we have today. You know, you guys have opened up a new world for me, and I just wouldn't have gotten exposure here in New Zealand to any of this without you. So thank you. Don't have to apologize. It's okay to cry if you're upset. It's okay to cry. There's nothing wrong with crying. That's part of who we are as human beings. Sometimes water comes out of our tear ducts. It's part of life, man. Oh, okay, guys. I'm going to head off. I'm going to go see my girlfriend. Thank you to everyone who came to this fan request live stream today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please do go show these musicians and artists and bands some love via their various social medias and their Spotify pages. There's a good chance that this will be blocked. This live stream will be blocked, so there's a good chance that it'll disappear overnight. I will be uploading this live stream to the Patreon page tomorrow. I will re-upload it to YouTube as well. It's just I have to do some editing and stuff like that to get it to work with YouTube, so it might take a little bit longer. But yeah, if you want to join the Patreon, just $1 a month. And if you want me to do a custom music review, it's $12 USD a month. But this is, more importantly, thank you to everyone here for your suggestions. It was great to hear some new music. Next week, yeah, I hope so too, Jimmy Sun. No death would be preferable, trust me. Next week, I don't want to say what we're going to do. I know what I want to do, but I want it to be a surprise. Okay? So you'll find out what we're doing next week. Fan request will be the week after that, okay? I'll catch you guys in the next live stream, alright? Have a great weekend. Happy Lunar New Year. Spiderhands out. 3, 2, 1.